So Adelaide sub is Tom Lynch.
There's Tom Lynch in the room, but my understanding is he's got to do a warm-up and possibly get some medical treatment before he's ready to come onto the ground.
But the sub has to get some medical treatment.
That's correct. Well, I don't think they overly wanted to use him today.
That sounds ridiculous. If you've got a medical sub, he's there to be used, and if you're not ready, there's something wrong.
You'd think you'd have your boots on at least.
I still can't believe this. It is unprofessional if the sub is not ready to go. There's something wrong there.
Adelaide totally butchered their medical sub arrangement.
Why didn't they bring a healthy sub?
You just got to feel like at this stage that the potential they threw away 4 premiership points.
It was like a sitcom, wasn't it? It's hard to understand how, in a close game, the sub can need medical attention or warm-up before he plays. The coach, Matthew Nicks, was asked about the detail of it again today.
We acknowledged off the bat that it wasn't the best look. For supporters and people watching on the TV to have a player, it looked like rushing around the change rooms, getting organised. We can see how that came across. The intention that we went into the game with and the plan was executed exactly as we'd planned it. Would we go the same way this week and have our medical sub not rush, compose themselves, get ready, make sure that they're ready to go? Yeah, we'd go the same way. We give that player 15 odd minutes.
Yeah, I don't believe him when he says we'll give them 15 minutes. I think he will start with his Guernsey on for a start. I think he'll have his ankles strapped. And if Tom Lynch is fit to play, he's in your best 22. So pick him. Matthew Nicks said he was.
That's unspinnable.
Yeah. So, Sam, you followed the camp closer than anyone. They tried to spin their way out of that. I know we're not comparing it to that, but the media messaging that they've delivered there, how did you see it?
I don't want to get back into the camp. No one wants to do that. But I feel sorry for Tom Lynch in that scenario. You speak to people at Adelaide, there are not too many more people that are more organised and dedicated and professional than Tom Lynch. He's been picked when he was injured. What is going on at that footy club? I mean, you said, Hutchie, it was a sitcom. I mean, sitcoms are deliberate. That was embarrassing, and it should never have happened. And the worst part of it is they can't come out and own their mistake. I mean, unfortunately, this footy club has a terrible record with owning their mistakes. I thought that they filtered that out. Clearly they haven't.
And he said there, we executed as we planned it. So what happened if he went down in the first quarter, 5 minutes in?
What happened if it was 30 seconds?
Yeah, so how did he say we executed as we planned it? Just because they waited, gave him the 15 minutes time? It just doesn't make sense for how they could potentially plan for when a player was going to get injured.
Yeah, and what if there's 15 minutes to go in the game, as the similar situation
was? And they lose by 3 points, Hutch. And they should be in the 8.
It is in the optics. They lost a close game that they could have won with a player who's one of their best players in their recent memory, who was warming up embarrassingly in the news.
I've heard you say before, I've heard you say the best thing you can say is blame me. Matthew Nicks should have said...
He should have said...
Blame me.
I made a mistake. It doesn't matter whether it was our plan or not. In hindsight, it didn't work, and so the responsibility sits for me. I
know we're moving, but they would have had 10, 12 players playing in the SNFL for the Adelaide Crows seconds.
They actually told the media during the week that Tom Lynch was carrying an injury.
Just quickly, though, this kid, the thrill seeker, is going to be the one that disproves you. I'm all in on the thrill seeker. He kicked 5 on the weekend.
Disproves me.
He's exciting.
I'm a fan.
No, you've got the worst team in history. This kid's going to be one of the most shooting stars. He's going to take him to 8 wins this year, this kid.
Should have played him 6 weeks ago. That's what I said. I saw him play in the pre-season.
You said they've got the worst list in 30 years, and you did not even see the thrill seeker coming.
And nothing is disproving that theory yet after losing to the 17th ranked side on the weekend. But there's a story. If they won, he would have been Tony Modra this week in Adelaide, and he should never, ever not play Sample ever again.